Hey guys, welcome to Pillow Talk with Joe. I just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about relationships and marriage, not giving up, getting through the difficult times, and just kind of keep powering on. For me, I've been married for almost 4 years this June to my husband Lano, and we've been together almost 13 years this September. Yeah. So I realized that, I mean, we've essentially been together since I was a teenager. And one of the things that I love about our relationship is that we actually grew together. There's very few times, rare times, when we're blessed enough to be partnered up with somebody who is growing with you. And not just growing with you, but growing in the same direction. You know, we had the same goals in life. We had the same motives behind the things that we really wanted to do and why we grinded, you know. For me, my husband had a son really young. He was 20 years old when he had a son outside of our relationship. And it was probably the hardest point in our relationship, at least one of them. Compared to things that we went through later on in years, it was pretty silly. And I think a lot of people, when you've been with somebody for so long, I know a lot of friends who have been married for really, or together essentially with their partners for many years. And I think something that you really get criticized about when you're younger, being so sure and so, faithful in your relationship. I think a lot of people criticize us for being naive or thinking that we're somehow missing out because we're young and we're getting into this heavy relationship that honestly, an average amount of people, I'd say, is mostly they find this type of love, this type of partnership beyond their 30th year, you know. But I was 16 when this whole journey with us started, and it was definitely a lot of lessons. I definitely say I grew up fast, but I can't say how grateful I really am to have that particular characteristic or quality in our relationship, and that's definitely being on the same page always. So my point is that I really want to really encourage people to take pride in the relationships that they have with their partners, you know, from whether you're married, not married, plan to get married. At the end of the day, it's just a piece of paper, and if you're not truly married and connected in your soul, you're really not anything, you know what I mean? And so I definitely feel like, you know, it's worth the sacrifice. I feel like today the media portrays this perfection of relationships, and somehow if you don't fit this list or criteria, that you don't have a good relationship, which really puts people in the mindset of thinking that, you know, it's all or nothing. And the reality is that relationships are hard work. To grow with somebody in the right direction is hard work, because there's growing pains involved. And with me and my husband, we had those growing pains, for sure. And him being a young father, it was a reality that I wasn't even in a place to really comprehend because I was so young at the time. I was 17 going on 18. But one of the things that I do appreciate about myself is that I have always been such an intuitive person, and I've always known exactly what I wanted. And it's not to say that I've never failed or been wrong or whatever, because God knows I've been through so much and have failed so many times. Too much to count. But this is probably, my relationship with my husband so special to me, and it's so close to my heart, mostly because I grew up in the process, and it was that thing that, you know, that innate thing that you just know, that it's right. Beyond all the hurt, all the pain, all the struggles we went through, I wouldn't change it for anything. You know, I wouldn't be the person that I am without him, and I think that he would vouch for the same. At least I hope so. But yeah, I just wanted to take a moment, celebrate love a little bit with you guys. Again, this is Pillow Talk with Jo. I so appreciate you guys taking the time to watch, listen. I mean, the stalkerization online is real. I swear, I just have the best intentions, and I really just want you guys to take a second to listen and see how you feel about it. I'd love to hear more from you about how you feel about these videos and what you think. Comment, share what you'd like to hear more of. Ask questions. I so love questions. I ask questions like crazy. So I encourage you to ask me questions as well. So that's it for today. This is Pillow Talk with Jo. I am Jo. And we'll see you again soon.